Hello fellow sim racers. For British motorsport fans, the Goodwood Festival of Speed needs no introduction. But for everybody else, the event is a hill climb, contested by road and racing cars, both classic and contemporary. Oh, and it's held in the grounds of a country house, which gives it a sort of petrolhead's garden party vibe. Over the weekend, Gunner333 released his version of the Festival of Speed Hillclimb for Assetto Corsa over on Race Department, so I thought I'd see how well this mod captures that spirit of Pims and Castrol. Goodwood House, family seat of the Duke of Richmond. It's fairly unremarkable as far as 400-year-old aristocratic dwellings go, or at least that's my presumption because, well, they all look the same to me. What makes the Goodwood estate interesting is that it's home to both the Goodwood Circuit and the Festival of Speed. With the former already represented by a fantastic mod in Assetto Corsa, it's the Festival Hillclimb that I've been very keen to see brought to this title by the community. Now, this video isn't intended as a review, because the version currently available is 0.91, but I still thought I'd take you guys through some of the key elements of this mod, and for a bit of fun, try to set up a time challenge using the Ferrari F2004, but more about that later. At just over a mile in length, this probably qualifies as the shortest track in Assetto Corsa. Feel free to add your own quip about size not being everything. But the short blast up the not particularly steep hill is much more exciting than the raw figures would suggest, and attempting the run in a fast and, dare I say it, tricky car is a pretty significant challenge. The mod is based on open Lidar data and features an impressive number and assortment of trackside objects that really help give the place the festival feel. Now, extrapolating from the fact that the mod is based on Lidar data suggests a reasonable degree of accuracy, and I've no reason to believe otherwise. However, it is possible to go a fair bit quicker than real-world times. Now, of course, the beauty of sim racing is that you don't have to worry about flying off the side of the road at over 100 miles an hour into a sea of spectators. And I think it probably helps contribute to the speed differential between the real-world hill climb and the virtual. The hill climb record is held by Quick Nick Heidfeld in the McLaren MP413 and stands at 41.6 seconds. This can be absolutely decimated with the right tools in Assetto Corsa, but again, more about that later. Being a point-to-point hill climb track, you are of course limited to hotlap, practice and drift modes, but that's no hardship. The nature of the track certainly offers ample opportunity to run some of the cars that may otherwise go unloved for lack of reasons to race them. But for me, the fun comes from taking a classic racing car and extracting the absolute maximum on what is a tight, narrow and in places scary piece of tarmac. For me, the Festival of Speed mod fills an interesting niche. There's not really anything else like it in Assetto Corsa. And then of course there's the satisfaction that comes from driving a car at a venue that you visited as a spectator. Because there's so much focus on the Festival of Speed time record, I thought it would be interesting to see how much faster sim racers can go in the Assetto Corsa version. So, without any illusion of this test being scientific or trying to draw any useful conclusions whatsoever, I thought I'd put a challenge forward to the community. How fast can you get the Kunos Ferrari F2004 up the hill? I've set what I think is a reasonably fast baseline time of 32.14 seconds, but I can see there's still time to be found. So get out there, get lapping, and if you can, upload a video to show just how fast this can be done. And here's my attempt to get things started. The reason I chose the Ferrari F2004 is because, alongside the Formula Hybrid 2019, it's probably a faster circuit car as any in Assetto Corsa. But because it's Kunos content, I figured that more people will have access to it. Not to mention that this is exactly the sort of car that gets taken to Goodwood. Now, as you can see, there are a few places where I've left a little bit of room on corner entry and exit. It's a fine line between zero and hero here, and I must admit it took a fair number of attempts to get a run that was both clean and fast. So there you guys have it, 32.14 seconds. I'm pretty sure I could get it into the 31s with a bit more time, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys to see how far you can push this. If you make a video, don't forget to post a link in the comments. So that just about wraps things up here. If you're interested in downloading the Festival of Speed mod, then I've placed a link in the video description. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then it would be great if you could hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can see more content like this in the future. So all that's left to say is goodbye, thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.